Good morning, everybody. Welcome to a new arc in the adventure in the TARDIS with me and the creator of the story. Let's go.
You might hear a notification on my cell phone soon to alert me of the fact that the stream is now on. And we'll see that we got a new splash page we collected together real quick. We found out a cord that will help his draw pad. You didn't have time to use it, but at least he got one that's working. And we see that Pinky's here to greet us, back to Ponyville as she's standing on thick air in order to press her face against the fourth wall, which has the camera behind it. And the TARDIS is fading in, and see if you can spot Bamboo in this picture.
Yeah, so wait. So do the viewers spawn in with the TARDIS as well?
Possibly. Well, they seem to be behind the wall, though.
Yeah? I mean, behind the camera. The invisible wall.
Well, anyway, if you think about it, we had like 3 straight adventures since the last time they had a break. And the second one especially was long. The Tainted Paradise was like over 150,000 words right there. So, yeah, this arc is all about the characters finally getting a break to catch their breath and have a slice of life arc. Besides,
Yeah, how
they
about
need to go
that
back.
life?
Besides, they need to collect Vision again, of course.
You think of the vision, that's we need the vision.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, there's gonna be some arcana. Some rest education. Maybe they go to a spa with Harity.
There you go. That's definitely an option in Ponyville.
What else is that? I mean, there's a lot of things. Got more things to do than what you can do in my city. That's for sure. But we will see. And hopefully my throat is gonna be better by the time I start talking.
Yeah, I just noticed that we were debating which music to play for the chapter for a while, and in the first paragraph towards the end of it, it mentions exactly what music's actually playing inside the story.
Ah. Okay, then let's start. TARDIS Intermission, Arcana. Last one. Inner integrity. Just as Survey said, I really do think she is well equipped to for this lifestyle. Let's see if the music is a bit loud here. Pyramid admits Dr. Alexander, while he lays on the resting deep blue couch. The blends so well with his fur that he is almost camouflaged while on it. And if it were not for his saggy yellow eyes and puffy white mane just here, maybe he is just a pillow on the couch.
Makes that little squeeze sound if you squeeze him.
I mean, he probably would. Both he and Dr. Sandler are in the holographic room, which is currently in the form of a relaxing psychologist's office. So Kelly did me into that couch, especially for him, in this color. As usual, Dr. Kelly herself sits in her favorite floating cycle force field chair. There's a small floating force disc beside her, but she floats her cup of tea. Now, a cup of tea down, wherever it is not floating to her lips. That would be very much useful to just let go and let it here. audibly in the background, and the rattle of a fellow solar preference, and the faint sound of classy, calm, and their instruments are really playing. I mean, this is a bit intimate, not that relaxing, but that's fine.
Well, there is some piano in this.
She does not miss by physically, but also mentally, and it continues. Prior to all of this, you're a professional player and softball. And if only we can compete well among the top tier players of sports, I made a very strong stuff. I mean, it's in your name. It's in her name! Okay, we are starting your song. Serving, as she exemplifies it. Song in every way that matters. Her enough to not falter in the face of physical or emotional stress. About the only thing that seems to quickly burn her out is complex mental puzzles. Ah. So everything that the doctor does.
Well, that makes them great as a team, then.
A pure pony. Vertically and delighted with accepting loss. I know the archetype well. So does she like to yell, yeah? And let's not forget, I know her too, personally. Of course you do. And I immediately implied. I didn't mean to imply that you didn't. Please continue. We are getting sidetracked.
Yes, get on with it!
Get on with it! The guy can be made. Well, this is her floating cup of tea. I mean, yeah, getting tea would be better than getting milk. Or that's what I had nearby. Meanwhile, she continues to just ask for the wind. She isn't at all listening by writing other notes down while he's talking, although there is a great deal of text is scrolling by her by other eyes due to her holographic lens. The data is included in whatever she is scanning and whatever mental notes. A silent and professional note to staff. So that is fun. And I remind, as she settled more deeply into the holographic couch, which, at first, bothered him. When he first came into her office, it liked a substance. What do you mean it likes substance? Couch.
Yeah, but it's made of a hologram, meaning to him it's not real, so... That's the part that bothers him. He can still touch it while he's here.
This done, however, he acknowledged how real it feels nonetheless. That it occurs to him that it is the technology of the TARDIS that produces this stuff. It might be pretty real after all, since this vessel is well accustomed to seeing it in another form. Supposedly, it once was able to change its external form too, before something the doctor called a familiar circuit broke for some reason. And then they fixed it, and then they broke it again because the fans were angry.
Right.
I am proud to have her among us, and he goes on. I am proud that I have her as a friend, and I am happy that she found a good place among the adversities of time and space. I am glad she feels such an utter interest in the sense of purpose. Me, on the other hand, I have always been a very sensitive pony, who is accustomed to a soft, high-class lifestyle. Such things have their own ups and downs, advantages and disadvantages, but for all that, I don't feel well prepared for what I am facing lately. The twilight of our last adventure made it painfully obvious to me. So, which Twilight are you speaking about? I wonder.
Oh, like the late hour, the latter half of the adventure.
I mean, we can bring up this Twilight.
Hey,
And we can bring up this Twilight.
either way, Trixie's always watching in the background.
Yeah?
We got a lot more Lunas when it comes to fiction.
I mean, I have a Luna right here outside my door.
Hmm? You're done with the paragraph.
Yeah. It is strange. Whether on purpose or by happenstance, I have noticed the Doctor usually tries to bring us towards the team adventures. And I know there are multiple reasons for that. One of them is me and the Crystal. Provide with what it needs, and thus helping us prepare to return to our native time. Our, meaning me, Sun and Vision, further clarifies. Of course, it can accept me now to unknown. And right now, Thunderwind likes to describe everything.
In the story, this is the first time we actually sit on a session where Dr. Kelly's doing her job in the professional sense.
I mean, she has been doing her job the whole time, but it was private
Yeah.
effort.
That's what I mean by this. Yeah.
Whatever was just a random plunge into his lifestyle, in his face. The Doctor, I think he meant it as an introduction to the kind of life he usually faces. He didn't plot any specific time or place. He feared any random spot would do. I think he wanted to show how adaptable he could be, even if he initially faces the adventure less prepared. By now, I think it's right clear to us all that the Doctor in all to us all. Oh, it's so annoying when the page is literally cutting it into. I think it's very clear to us all that the Doctor is a true adventurer at heart. Just like Mr. I knew. Yeah, and he is very prone to making elements. No doubt, Dr. Kelly calmly agrees. As for myself though, I miss turning. There are many times I found like I missed something in these adventures. I feel nervous, sometimes even when things are actually come. Yeah, you are always searching for the storm that is not coming.
Watching for the other horseshoe to drop.
I mean, you are looking in the wrong direction because the oncoming storm is the Doctor. You remember we were on a boat, like doing our last adventure, but wasn't really our boat yet. And it made me nervous what we might find around the next corner. We were literally in the Paradise timeline, and I still felt on the edge at times. Don't get me wrong though. We traveled to many fantastic places, and I had charged around Crystal quite a bit on the spot and time. We also took quite a bit of time to read, looking at any prior adventures that ever had been for me and my adventures in the TARDIS. Finally, there was some chance to settle down, but we also did with some different purpose. But also the Doctor left you alone in this place.
Hmm?
And how did it make you feel? this guy text. Yes, because I remember you said you experienced timeless moments in nature. The provision's mother alerted you to assemble at her temple. Prior to that, you had loose attachment to everything. Wait. I ain't that, but there's no two here.
You know what? That's a prisoner. Okay.
How did that go back to your latest adventure? There was no moment to then too. My mind literally autocorrected. Oh, that's a make paragraph. Like I said earlier, even the slowest moment around less adventures was him with purpose. As I explained, it took us weeks to climb that giant mountain. Knowing it, we could really set some successful words, and had to figure some things out. The weather was great, no.
Could you highlight the sentence we left? I can't find where we left reading it within that paragraph. Oh, no. Within the paragraph you're reading.
Yeah.
Okay.
The weather was great, no. Yeah, it's a big paragraph. The scenery
It still fits on the screen.
Yeah. The scenery was unbelievably beautiful at times. There was plenty to remember, but to recall, we made this arduous journey. We went to the top because we were told that if we did, we might be able to take a sample of the ice blue leaf flower somewhere. Yeah. There was also some urgency behind our approach too. Time wasn't one of them, because we knew we came here on a time machine. However, it was still important that we succeed eventually. We had plenty of pulling in mid no time by night in realizing that. And the loved ones would go the present and the lost. So, by the time we started to put pressure on our shoulders, the decay of importance of the journey did. Fighting for survival wasn't just for our sake anymore. For some pulling like start and misdaring, they just solidified their determination even further. But for me, it is more pressure for Polly, who can barely move fight in the first place.
Do you remember Fluttershy and Pinkie Pie when they were pressured to playing the I forgot it was
You got
Quidditch. The game. The sports game. I forgot the name of that game. What they play? There's a unicorn that floats the basket, and then the Earth Pony serves the ball, and the Pegasus was the defender.
Yeah.
Yeah, they learned a lesson in that particular episode where Rainbow and Applejack thrived on pressure, which Feather's kind of comparing similar to Sternwing and Miss Daring do. But Feather's on the opposite end of the spectrum. Like Fluttershy or Pinkie herself, if you put pressure on him, he collapses instead of gets stronger.
Yeah. Pressure makes you stronger, but there's a limit for everyone
Yeah.
of how much pressure they can handle. Another reason for me to feel afraid or guilty at the prospect of a potential failure. Fighting for my own sake is hard enough, but adding the weight of desperate hope from others too was almost more than I could bear. Or it was almost more than I could bear. It constantly made in the back of my mind the whole time. Yeah, it is the worst feeling when you are like, oh no, if I fail I will let them down. But on the
Yeah.
other hoof, it is pushing you forward to go beyond your power, beyond your own limitation that you set to yourself. Not your real ones, because you can't go past that.
Yeah, he's Feather is just more emotionally fragile. Stern and daring do is like, if I fail, then these other people will suffer. So they're counting on me. I will not allow myself to fail. You know that strong determination of the voice. The extra pressure incentivized them more.
Yeah, they are very much different.
Hmm.
But then, we get to go to the floating pyramid, a city of no above. When the chaos beasts were unleashed, Earth suffered emotional whiplash from the paradise. Then the world had been the majority of the time. Then suddenly plunged deeply into the depths of Tartarus. All is dying all around me. The pain, the horror of it. Halloween turns to face the backside of the couch, and now turns his back away from the therapist. So the guy suddenly makes a note of that. I killed both of them, Doctor. Halloween paper admits. I had never done anything like that before. Only one of them?
Chaos beast.
Yeah, but only one of them? Didn't he kill
Yep.
more?
No, he did not. He disabled them and knocked them unconscious or something like that. But only one of them he actually killed.
Now here's the thing. You might think that killing them is worse. But if you are disabling them and causing them pain, might be worse if you are leaving them with lasting damage.
And what happened to them afterward? They got captured again? Maybe experimented on?
Yeah, that's what I say. We don't know. It is my understanding that what you did was not only inside the fence, but it was to protect the others nearby you, especially those around. Nevertheless, on the rational side, you don't know the thing that guides our actions. At the time, how did it make you feel to do what you did? Now, before reading further, I'm gonna imagine. It's gonna be like, that's the problem. I felt glorious, I felt powerful by killing them, which is a bad thing. But we see what he says. And I went to a silent for a moment before I eventually answered. Seemed like I remember going through a large myriad of emotions, some pain, some determination. But in hindsight, it now feels curiously some news. Yes, my emotions were overwhelmed at the time, so only my rational side knew what to do. That, or my instincts, you could say. But partially turns his hand over to his left shoulder, as he realized about the cannon behind him. Would it be the opposite of a rational action? Acting on pure emotion, without conscious thought? No, acting on pure emotion can be rational as well. I mean, this is what wild magic is, kind of. If you know what you want to cast, but it can become more empowered because of the emotion put behind it.
I would say it's both. It's rational thought plus emotions. The emotions are the fuel, but the rational side puts structure onto it. Exactly what do you want to do with the spell? Who are you aiming at? What effect do you want? You gotta imagine all those things, and the rational side can do that.
Yeah, this was not pure emotion. I have to disagree with Thunder here. This was a rational action, the rationality of I have to save them. That was literally pushed to the limit by adrenaline and everything else happening around him. So yeah, there was emotion in play as well, but it was a rational action.
Yeah. Right at this moment, he's recovering from that stress, so you can see why he could be confused. And still sorting things out.
So these things are very deep within our psyche as a species. Basically involved. The reason why it is there is very logical. She raises her hand, even though she knows she can see it right now. As she goes on to say, sometimes we don't have enough time to think and plan out every detail. So that we just go with our gut and give things our best shot. But Flight 05 is a amazing server of anything that isn't just in just police. My species, the Magi, have observed the very same thing in many other alien species too. So these things tend to be fairly universal for any mortal species. And your soul who have very similar needs and limitations. Ah, so that's why the video didn't fight back. Because he didn't have fight in his mind. That makes sense. But except, as he looks at the back of the couch, find the tears that are growing in his eyes. Despite it, he tries hard to keep his voice steady. Looking back, all I can recall is blackness into that moment. Not in emotions, not in thoughts, just action. It was only after that moment that my thoughts and emotions started to return to me. But at first, all I could say was this is real. This can't be real. I am not a killer. Wait, this isn't real.
Yeah.
I mean, it could say that this is real. It is real. You are a killer. Intelligence, that is what it means. Do you still feel that way? But characters with a patient. I mean, we did compare those creatures to the game, right? When they appeared.
Yeah, very much so.
But that was a little bit different. They literally had more life in them than the game.
But these creatures were still bred for combat.
Yeah.
Savage combat at that.
And some of them literally enjoyed the fight. And the hunt.
Yep.
So I started to face the ceiling again. But she started to sit on the couch to his back. He has no roof in his forehead, just below his arm. And he gets some ice cream as well.
Yeah.
You know the picture, I'm not gonna pull it up even. For years, I've been afraid of my potential, Doctor. But I will admit his face goes up in pain. I said it too. Don't get me wrong, I wanted to learn more about what I could do. But some always frightened me. Frightened me even when I was a young boy. What is frightened me even? Or frightened me even when I was a young boy? Most can work, right?
Yeah.
Great power can come with great responsibility. and I was afraid to be chosen. So I started using it for ill. They say that doesn't have such problems. Typically it just not what it does. It hides those nitrogenous instinct. There's no pressure with that kind of convenience. As for me, I have enough awareness of my blood to recognize the damage I could make. I used to think my control over the weather was limited to the wind alone, and even that is enough to do major damage. We all need to the air to breathe, or so. And that is the only element that could kill us the quickest if we were suddenly without it. Scale power frightened me. I just want to hurt any pony, and I certainly didn't want to kill. I mean, if you think about that, he is the closest to making thick air.
Which Pinky's standing on right now as she observes the fourth wall.
Yeah. But at that moment, I crossed the line. It was so quick. Lower the kitchen back and forth, and dated for a moment, but only my next action was important. But I blew it upward. Something like against the ceiling. A few seconds after that, I said and fully trusted. I heard a snap sound by the carrot beast. It particularly random. Maybe I didn't really snap something important to it, and deep down, part of me even hoped that it was still alive. You know, that means my conscience would run me off the hook. Yeah, but any probably airs around you weren't on the hook then.
Yep.
But if you hadn't done what you did, the beast might have killed you, or others, to carry mine to a patient.
Which is exactly what you just said.
I'm pretty sure that a lot of war materials had these kind of repetitions that, there was this little kid with a machine gun in their hand. My orders were to shoot anyone and everyone without any remorse. I stood there and pulled the trigger. Right? That is what he's feeling right now. That, yeah, I know it was dangerous. It was, but I still killed him.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. The pair partially argued. And that's why several other killed me prior to that one, and I now try the others in some other way. Some I knocked unconscious, and others I tapped. On that one, it was the only one I killed, and notably it was the only one that successfully injured me physically. Deep down, I was trying to lash out at it. I was trying to get revenge. I was upset at being as themselves of this kind of pressure during times of stress, so to carry involves her patient. What answer had they come up with when they did? So the checks with his therapist without looking at her. He also threw out the holographic and seemingly hear white ceiling. That's why we get to wait for each individual and moment to moment to carry answers. Sometimes though, that's what aren't as important as asking the question. Doing that onto itself can be equally important and need to cry in order to really pay for emotions. Asking questions remind us that we are alive and still exploring our reality in our own unique way. If they do come up with an answer, that's fine too. It's subject to change later on anyway, if they evaluate themselves even more deeply, or encounter new evidence. In any case, I just wanted you to know that you are not alone in this, and how you can. Others have done the same path too. Conflicts like this bring on a new whole host of trouble. When it does happen, the right and the may face it head on. But the scholars and the spirits and say to themselves, no, that didn't happen. So the doctor is not wise and brave. I certainly do recall him doing this.
Yeah,
That
just a few times.
you, my friend, are wise and brave pony, because you acknowledge the pain, the trouble that this latest adventure has moved. Not only that, you came here strong enough to admit that to the others. Give yourself a pat on the back for that one. Kelly, we are horses, we cannot do that. If for all I know, the horse expert like don't go no man backward.
Normally, no. It's maybe there are some extreme cases among ponies though, where there can be very highly flexible and acrobatic gymnastic.
There you go.
Nice.
Just as you told me before, being authentic is very important to you. And here you are, proving your word once again, ready to face the pain and admit it is there. And then, what? A change with his friend with a quivering lip. I mean, yeah, that is a question which is being asked a lot of times. What could I do if I'm just talking about it? And yeah, we can trust the whole procedure. That if you have something that is welling up in you and causing you stress, talk about it to someone. You will feel better. Especially if they actually listening to it. Those who lie to themselves keep themselves in the dark. Are you afraid of the dark? Just get informed. You might feel like your psychological defense, so you know a dangerous monster preying upon you in the room. But simply turning the lights off. But the creature will still be there, even if you can't see it. And usually it's the other way around. Even if you can see it, there is no creature. You are just seeing shadows. That's usually how it is. But being willing to turn the light on, you see everything that is inside the room of your mind. The good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. I don't remember the musical though. Who was the musical in that? Painu isn't really a monster, unless it is ignored for too long. If it stops for too long, after that, pain is more like cold, waiting to expand for attention. Yeah, pain is usually there to make you notice that there is a problem.
Physically or emotionally, yeah.
Most.
Mm-hmm.
A pain that's hurt and seeks your fault. Mastering emotions like mastering emotions is like pressuring a bomb that's storing it on the shelf. The longer it sits there, the more pressure builds inside of it. It is poison for the soul. It is like mentos in a coke. Let's be compassion, bravery, and wisdom. You face the pain and are willing to acknowledge that it is there. Once you see it and know that it is there, then it keeps you aware of the problem. Problem needs healing. And for healing to take place, there must be compassion. For that is the true process of healing. It is akin to hugging a crying fool and soothing the thing to sleep. That you can observe a patient closing his eyes. Most likely, he is imagining the right scenario she is describing. But seeing this causes her to grow faint by at him. She says he is close to a breakthrough in this case. When she sees him suddenly erupt into tears, she becomes certain of it. Because he stands up and shouts, "Eureka!" At that point, Luciana does something she hardly ever did before. She does not seem anti-professional. But in this case, it's fair right. She rises off a floating right for sphere. Puts her fear into the patient, lays down, and hugs him. What do you mean that's not professional? No. It can be very professional. If someone needs that, then there is no problem with it.
I was thinking that a lot of countries or states might think that it's not professional or wise or safe to touch another person who is in a vulnerable position, as maybe they'll lash out at you. But it can be effective, very effective.
Yeah, usually the hug needs to come from someone they actually are close with. Which is literally the thing here that Kelly is not just a therapist, a friend as well. And an adventuring party member.
Yeah, it might need a certain degree of trust for it to be a comfort instead of feeling like an attack. If you don't trust the person, maybe you feel you're fearing that they're strangling you or something, and it kind of feels that way.
Yeah, I can
You know
see
that
why.
you see that recoiling action of others, like "Don't touch me." You know that sensitive. I don't quite trust you that much, or I need a little more space right now.
I mean, that's why the therapist is not to know that, oh, they need space.
Yeah. Or you could see it as professional enough to recognize when they do need to be touched
Yeah.
and hugged.
And she does so, he does not resist. There you go. If anything, he presses himself deeper into her chest. And that is when the door opens and somebody goes in, "Hi, I moved some cookies."
Hi, everybody.
And then she loves the plate. We face a few more moments in this session. By holding him and feeling himself by unleashing all of her feelings. And we have a cutscene.
This next scene is not as long as it seems because there's a lot of short sentences in there. Or let me rephrase that, short paragraphs. This sounds different.
It
Like
is
you're
different.
about to face a boss battle or something. I would say the mood of the previous music, though, would still be appropriate for this next scene. In fact, this song's wouldn't be that bad.
There you go. Despite crossing paths with Darwin in the hallway of the TARDIS along his way to the tomb, Darwin wasn't originally going to say anything to her, since he is still recovering from the light interstellar session. I mean, if you have to recover from the therapy, which is made for recovering, it's not a good therapy.
Well, sometimes you still need to settle.
Yeah.
To think over or digest what you've experienced before you really fully recover.
It's like saying that, oh, I stayed to rest because I was tired from sleeping. But then, he spoke to him first. Hey, you feeling any better? So we checks with her forward friend. And I've been feeling this for a month, even in mid-term, because he suddenly realized something new, and something was wrong with him. After that adventure, I mean, obviously she knew.
Yeah.
And then informed anyone else of his appointment with Dr. Kelly, or Dr. Kelly. Originally, he planned to otherwise keep this to himself, but now, this is pointless, at least in this case. Something knows him too well, apparently. If you must know, then yes, something answers as it does to face in the nightmare plan. I am feeling much better after my session with Dr. Kelly. I am tired now, but better. Something slides out at her small blue friend that reaches her eyes. And she said, "That's good to hear." Thank you. And I replies entirely, and a little blankly, since he doesn't know what I have to say at this moment. Feeling a little awkward, he eventually nods to her, as he said, "Now, if you will excuse me, princess." Wait, hold on! That interrupts his objection, and then left her wing in a halting gesture. That reports her wing. Before you go, I wanted to offer to read you something. Oh, what is it? I asked with a faint curiosity. He's otherwise too tired to care much about anything right now. I don't know, it's a book that Discord gave me.
Have you ever experienced moments where you were so exhausted that even feeling emotions feels tiring?
Yes.
Okay.
Of course, that I wrote. Ah, that will bring you back immediately. Something else was. His face further went up more, and his phone definitely piqued his curiosity further. A poem? And I reflected with a questioning big. Really? You, son? What?
That's kind of a response. Read the next paragraph, as short as it is.
Yes? No, that's what. Is it a problem? I mean, it was more normal, questioning back. Like when she said that, as he said in the denial. No, of course not. You can do whatever you want. And yet, as far as I know, you have never done this before, and I never know you were interested in that sort of thing. No, but I am interested in you, and everything that you are interested in.
That's kind of true.
What are you talking about? Such I didn't really questioning me. I said to plenty of your problems before, and we get interested in them. Yeah, you wouldn't really, listen to them if you are not interested. So, I agreed. But listening to them and writing one are two different things. Yeah. Well, that's why I need a different thing now, because I want to change.
It's kind of like the difference between looking at a painting and painting one. The subjects are related, but there's a different process to each.
Yeah. But I guess you can see that you have inspired me. So he points out with a smirk. Now, do you want to hear this or not thing or not? Oh, please! And I replied eagerly with a rapid nod. I am very much interested to hear what you want. I know, in fact, it's another matter than you. Yeah? In the middle of the hallway?
Yeah, that's where they're standing.
Sure. I replied with a simple shrug, then pulled out a scroll from somewhere within her right wing. The whole poem is gonna be like, I love Father Wing. No matter what he does, he's gonna be my beloved. When she brings it ahead of her, she uses her left wing to put a thought out.
Like, tight.
Ah. But with a nod. Oh.
Taut is a word. I'm just describing it a different way.
With a nod, she has her hoof near her mouth. And gets her tone before glancing at her friend, to the scroll. As she said, this is all enough, mind you. The pony with plenty of experience in this. I would like to hear your candid thoughts. Imagine if he said, ah, it's shit.
Well, he'd probably wait for her to finish first.
You have got it. And I accepted the nod. Well now, you will get it after I hear it first. Having written in confusion as she asked, got it? Get it? What's the difference? One is present tense, and the other is future tense. Another explains. I'm trying to be grammatically precise. Does it matter? You are inside the TARDIS. You are in present and future as well. The ring said as she made this away of confusion. I think she had to play me at the school again. But anyway, this is what I call why I am strong. Despite the fact that the son can no longer see him, since she's really with her scroll immediately in front of her face, and the note in the eager excitement anyway. I mean, there is literally two ways he can hide. One is using her wings, two is putting down on the floor.
Yep.
Something in the hoof near her lips. Is it all again? This
You
time
just
in...
did.
Yeah. In time for preparation for her to reach the prom. The proceed with it, but settle the same foot back to the ground. Why I am strong? This was a journey that we take a bad thing. We see many things, and we see many wonders. They are more well to behold, to be sure. So too, the danger we face. The reason I am strong is because I am an answer to a prayer. I am strong for the sake of others who cannot be. Sometimes they do not choose to be. I think that is the real truth. I am strong because I am brave enough to face my inner demons. I am strong because I am willing to acknowledge inner truth. This is not always in this space, yet I must, because others need me. I must, because I need me to be. I am strong because I am honest with myself. Honest enough to realize and acknowledge my weakness. A fool would deny something that are there. The illusion is for courage. The thing they stand on the illusion of a powerful mountain. It's realizing that they actually stand upon a mere molehill. I mean, it depends on how big they are. The meaning of suicide is a willingness to be humble. You're only such a pony and there's more room for growth. How can one grow when they saw their heart in an iron cage? Are you talking about the next door? Multiple hearts? But I cannot afford such notions. I must go on. I must go. I must be like shatter in a powerful rainstorm. I should stand and be unyielding, even if the world crumbles around us. My wings are giant shields, which protect those that I care about. Under my wings, you have safety. You have shelter. Be at ease. Nothing shall harm you before so long as I stand. The reason I am strong is because I genuinely care for others. The reason I am strong is because there are others who care for me. Love gives me strength. This is why I cannot fall. I will not fall. Even if I do, I will get back up again, and I will do it with a great smile. Wishing hooves a bloody face. My eyes shall meet the light of my dawn. The darkness shall pass. I will see to that. Beneath my wings, my love is a light. Where the cold of the night, I never give up. Never let down. Never surrender. The reason I am strong is because the world needs me to be. I am here to see some and a strong reminder of how things should be. Of how things truly are deep down. I am here to serve with humility and honor. Let's be strong together. And with this last sentence, something has been officially part of the Green Lanterns. I mean, there are some things that she wrote.
She would make a great lantern, Green Lantern, because specifically green, because what powers them is willpower. And she's got that in spades.
I mean, lot of things that she is saying in telling this. No matter if I fall with another face, I will just stand up.
She's very much that in spirit, yes. And for all those reasons, too. It's what strength means to her.
I am sorry because I have you with me. Right?
Something like that, yeah.
Having finished her poem, Zoe proceeded to roll up her skull. Before she even finishes, the direction of her forefoot fan was already clear. She doesn't carry midway to her reading, but she passed on the last part of it. Now that she is finished, though, he bent her way to invite him into her hug. He immediately rushes in, embraces her, and took her chest with a happy, large, and proud tears. Zoe surrounded his tiny little body with her giant wings, nodded her the top of his head affectionately. I mean, there have been two emotions that Halloween might have portrayed. One of them was crying. If he was laughing, then something still accomplished something.
Yeah.
Because we all know it is not the best of the best poems. There was literally no rhyme. Or BB and the same end. It was literally written by someone who is writing the thing. Which you did perfectly well. And they still know. Yes, I want to put my words into the ink and paper. And I try to copy my friend.
She tries to put a lot of meaning and heart into those words.
Yeah.
She said that from the heart.
This moment, I thought that it will continue to record us. Luckily, you didn't do that. But if this was posted on April 1st, then it would have been funny. And then changing back later.
Oh, I still think those words say a lot in how she feels. Could you imagine her staring at a horizon in a sunset with firm resolve?
Yeah? Well, it's talking about me just her looking at the sunset. It's gonna be more like this.
That music was pretty good for that scene too.
It's more gonna be like this. Because she's not alone.
No, she's not.
But we have to scale Joe down a little bit and her up a little bit more.
Yeah.
Aww. And this is what I can. Yes! And I need to hug. But not from Candy. Like he got his hug.
That helped too, but from her, it's really healing because there's such a deep bond with him. I had thought that there was I portrayed the love scenario a little bit awkwardly between Nanpor and Arielza, but with these two, it just came flowed so naturally. It didn't. Sometimes it just doesn't even need words. They just melt into each other's
The
embrace.
thing of Numper and Larry as well, that one, Numper was still not remembering everything.
Uh huh.
Two, they are high on the hierarchy. They cannot be showing full of love to random people on the stage.
Yeah, he's got to learn more about himself again, and in the process, some of the things, other things he'd forgotten, like her, he felt the love was still there, but the memories behind to explain behind it were missing, and gotta need to be filled up again.
Yeah, thinking about things they forgot that I didn't. That's saw. There was no closure of what happened to him. Especially now that we know that the nurses on the main nationally might be might be the most, but I'm still not sure about that. It could have been a star. Remember, he was alone with the mate.
Poor little guy, he just held his suspicion all the way throughout the
Yeah,
story.
he is gonna be for a long time. We will get that
I
people innocent.
I caught you red hoofed. Like, what are you talking about? I'm always red hoofed.
But yeah, this was a good little therapy session, and God knows he needed it.
Oh yeah.
But being with your family, your friends, your loved ones is always more healing.
It gives her strength too. And if she could inspire it back, she would.
So we are still on the TARDIS at the moment,
Uh-huh.
probably mid-travel. I mean, it doesn't last that long. But who knows? They definitely need some Avanda now.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's go me next time in Too Late. I mean,
Oh,
not really too many things happened in this scene. It was literally a classic of body and mind.
yeah.
And something became a Green Lantern.
And the Doctor went through two adventures before returning to Ponyville. He wasn't there in the Tainted Paradise much, but he participated with the adventure with the past Daring Do, and then the ancient no, not ancient, but the very old Saddle Arabia.
I mean, for some people it's already ancient. Some people would say that 10 years ago is already ancient.
Well, that's just what it's like for the Doctor. He just goes on adventure after adventure after adventure, and he just has that inner strength enough to endure that.
Oh. But I do have some ancient technology right here. And this is already ancient for some people. Do you know what a CD is? It's funny enough that my PC doesn't even have a DVD player anymore.
I remember them quite well. CDs were so pretty to look at in the back of it.
I was trying to find the community. I do have somewhere there as well, but I wasn't just all the time find them.
I got some pictures and videos from a Hawaii trip I had back in 2007, and I'm now having a hard time getting a digital copy of it because no one No one I know around here has a CD player necessary enough to read that data and then thereafter record it onto, like, say, a flash drive.
Yeah. Also, this is a game I never could finish. Because, one, wait, is it Hungarian? Oh my god, it was Hungarian. Wait. No, no. It is English, but it needs 32 megabytes of RAM. I think it's good run. Nah, because it was made for Windows 95.
I updated this chapter merely to make one change, add the word two in here.
And I edited it tell me 2 with the number 2.
Right.
So yeah, see you in 2 days?
2 days?
2 days.
So we added a two to that sentence as well.
Yeah. And maybe see you tomorrow as well. For you.
For the.
I,
Are you doing the.
I want to do
the other
the
story?
recording.
Oh, of the death battle?
Yes.
Okay. What about the next reading of Heroes of Justice?
I have no idea.
Okay.
But yeah, see you next time.
Alright.
Hello there, Pinkie Pie.
My name is Pinkie Pie, and I am here to say.
Hello.